Elliot.
Welcome back to the Eclipse Cathedral.
Cricketum.
I am your host and your DM, Heartless. Let's introduce everybody, just because. RJ.
Oh, why am I first? Hi, I'm RJ. I don't want to be first. I'm very nervous.
Playing?
Oh yeah, I play Decimal. The Weaver of Fate is a rogue. He's an ass.
Alright. Going down the list, Cryptid?
Oh no. Hello everyone, my name is Cryptid, and I will be playing Lincoln C. Rulean, who is a warlock.
D?
Hello, I'm D. I'm playing Alexa, the medical android with magic powers.
Hi, my name's Tutu Kid. I'm currently using the person Snail Comics as like a conduit thing. It's like a whole gag that she does every single time she introduces herself. It's a whole thing. But I use any kinds of pronouns, and I'm very excited to be here, except I'm not, because then everything was terrible, and we gotta say Mr. Whitehair Guy, guys!
Yes.
Very much so. Hello. Hi. Howdy. My name's Noah. I play Millie Nair, the milliner, who is a, adopted everyone as in the party as her new grandmother. As her new grandchild, sorry. She is the grandmother. Right now? Yeah.
We love Millie.
We do indeed.
We did emergency
we really
surgery
do.
on a bonnet, only to find out that she has 2 backup bonnets.
But every bonnet counts.
Oh my
Every
goodness!
bonnet does
I have to go back through and remember how many hats I have because it's very important.
Oh
Wait,
god.
okay,
So hold on. You've got the helmet. You've got
Helmet.
the cowboy hat. You've got the bonnet now, and there is one more that I'm forgetting.
I think it was 3. I think it was
Yeah,
3.
three sounds about right to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright.
That list will only grow.
Oh yeah, totally.
Absolutely.
Last time, they entered the Wild West ghost town, which wasn't as empty as they initially thought. 2 of Alexa's friends ran up from somewhere, being chased by 2 bandits and 2 very strange armored creatures. They had a nice time fighting, where a bunch of things happened, including a bonnet getting almost killed. And Alexa getting very angry and murdering a bandit with her spiritual weapon, a surgical saw.
Oh yeah, cut that sucker right in half.
That was great.
Oh,
We all
that's so
clapped.
cool.
Golf clap. Golf clap.
Very politely.
It was very necessary.
Very. Afterwards, all of you talked with Alexa's friends and Decimal, being in tune with the Weave of Fate, figured out that they weren't who they thought they were.
Sorry to burst your bubble.
In hindsight, is kind of happy because she realized she was wearing a cowboy hat the whole time, and that would have been embarrassing.
Okay, hold on, back up. There's nothing embarrassing about cowboy hats, nor is there anything embarrassing about good hat taste in general, so thank you very much.
She is professional. She doesn't wear hats in the workplace.
What?
What workplace? We're in the middle of a wizard tower.
Heart, you gotta go faster. We're already getting into character.
I'm sorry. Okay, They get led to the jailhouse. They get things from a chest. They go through a door. They meet Axiom the Fox, who tells them that the people they met are not real, and that he was hired by a Frankenalley tune, not a real kind genasi. After finding out that very important bit of information, all of the party went up to the next floor of the Eclipse Cathedral and are presented with 2 doors. What do you do?
Well, we're obviously going to open both of them and decide which one between the two we're going to have to go through.
Okay.
Desmond will go up to one and just...
Knock. You don't hear anything on the other side.
Very polite, though.
Very, very polite.
With you, Tutu Kid is currently, like, piggybacked on Decimal's back.
Alright.
Oh, I love that.
Because they're not scared at the moment or anything. They've just decided they want a piggyback ride.
Oh.
No.
Millie has learned her lesson regarding being one of the first people to walk through doors. So she's going to be closer to the back, not the back, because she's got to keep an eye on Tutu Kid and make sure that Tutu Kid's not doing something stupid. Loves that kid, but come on.
You're not wrong.
Alright, well, Decimal will make sure Tutu Kid is relatively hidden behind him in as much as he is able.
You better. Or else.
So, which one are you
Alright,
doing?
jeez.
Left or the right?
Let's go left first. Just peek around the side.
Okay. So, as you open the door, you see shelves and shelves and shelves of hats.
Millie, I think this one's for you.
There's no value in this room. Let's go to the next.
Oh!
Fine. Maybe this one will be fun. I mean, the last one was still kind of fun, but wait. We have to open up the other door because we have to decide which room is going to be fastest to go through because we still got to help people.
That's very
let's
true.
see our options. Agreed.
Alright, who's opening the right door?
Can Tutu Kid like flop over from the piggyback? Like they're no longer using their hands, but their legs are still clamped around Decimal, and that way that kids do when they like, you know what I'm talking about, and
I
try
do know
to
what you're
unlock
talking
the
about.
door.
Just partially strangling him.
Decimal will quickly lean over a bit to give them more room, and then reach back so he's still supporting them. Somehow his hat doesn't fall off.
Is opening the door from a very precarious position. They don't care. They're Tutu Kid. They've never been in a cathedral before.
As you open the right door, Tutu Kid. It looks familiar. It's a forest. It kind of looks like the Supra forest.
Okay. So this time we have a very clear decision of which person is where, because this is definitely my room. But if we go to the other one, then it's definitely Grandma Millie's. So, Grandma Millie, do you want to rock, paper, scissors, or should we talk about it? Tutu Kid is not of the opinion they should talk about it.
How would we? Okay. On a player standpoint, how would we rock, paper, scissors?
Roll a d3.
Yeah.
Rock is 1, paper is 2, and scissors is 3.
Yes.
That is good.
Perfect.
That is good.
I am a little confused, though. I'm not sure why, after years of medical training and dedication to that field of study, why did I end up in a place where there was no practical medicine?
Millie shrugs.
Do you remember a Wild West town in your history, in your past?
Not really. I do like those kind of stories, their adventures. But
Maybe that's it?
They're based upon not just your memories, but general thought lines. Like, I can tell just right now from looking at that door is nowhere near for much the same as my actual hat shop.
So maybe it's like your grandma's hat shop. So like maybe we're gonna go through like when you were a baby. We should definitely go through Grandma Millie's house, everybody.
What's in the forest that you don't want us to see?
There's nothing in the forest I don't want you to see. There's just Mr. Grabby, and he's kind of cranky sometimes, and I might have walked off without exactly getting permission. So like,
Um,
Yeah, stick to the old people.
Can I be
oh
honest?
my god.
I don't
Can I
meet
roll?
anyone
Can I
called Grabby?
Can I roll insight to see what's going on with Tutu Kid?
Yes.
I would also like to do that.
Go ahead.
Can I do that too?
Yes.
In fact, everybody who wants to totally can.
All right, what's my
That's
extremely
I don't like
high
how you said that.
insight? +9. Cool. That's
Oh,
25.
Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Decimal reading everyone.
Decimal reads
knows
people
too
like
much.
books.
Oh, okay. Everyone knows exactly what this kid is talking about.
Except for
You
Alexa,
can't-
who hasn't.
I mean, Alexa, do you want to, or are you just content to kid at their word?
Yeah, there's no reason they're lying.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't.
Okay.
Millie
Well,
doesn't.
I
Millie
gotta
doesn't think that. Millie doesn't think that Tutu Kid is lying. She's just like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Okay,
Williams were
so
worried about the permission fact. Like, he walked off without permission and that he might be cranky about it. He was a little worried about that.
I mean,
Okay,
Tutu
so-
Kid is a child. Like, permission seems.
Decimal
Like,
reads
optional.
everyone every time, every single moment of the day.
Okay.
So we have Decimal, Millie, and Lincoln all side-eyeing Tutu Kid, and you all sort of like get the same vibe because all of you rolled above an 18. I can't believe this. First of all, when they mean like get permission, it is sort of in like the child way, but there's a little bit of a sense there's more to it, but like you also don't get the sense that like getting a talking to is any more serious than a child who ran off getting a talking to. This is not somebody who's gonna like mistreat this child, but you also get the sense that they know from the fact that Alexa didn't get everything straight, but they did see people in the past that there's a chance there's stuff they don't want to talk about in the forest, even if it's not Mr. Grabby. That's the best I can give from them just like twiddling their thumbs and saying we should definitely go with Miss Millie.
Again, don't really like Mr. Grabby. Like, no one with that name is a good person.
Very nice. Sort of. I mean, he's just cranky. He's not like mean. I definitely met someone who was mean, and that's not Mr. Grabby. Oh, yeah, we should like triply go over to Miss Millie. You get the sense that Tutu Kid just remembered another thing that could be in their forest, and now they're like doubly convinced that they should not let you guys see.
Millie just kind of shrugs because she understands like kids not wanting to talk about things, and it's not something that they can really that they particularly have time to like delve into. Although she really does want to, so she's just going to shrug and she says, if that's what you think is best, dear."
I'm inclined to agree. We don't have time to go fighting more things. Really.
Agreed.
Yeah, totally. And it's like so okay that we like don't even need to look through this room on the way back down. It's like so okay. It'll just be boring, honestly. It'll
Well,
just be
now,
like a-
let's not be
like a
that
sprint
hasty.
through, and like nothing will happen. And like we should definitely go with Grandma Millie's room.
I don't know, I kind of want to meet this Mr. Grabby. He sounds like a fun guy.
Later, when we have more time, please.
Obviously.
As you guys are talking, a wind blows out of the door with the forest in it.
Well, then I think it's a sign. I think that's a sign that we should get going.
Yeah,
Sure.
to Miss Millie's room, totally, because that was gonna be a lot faster, definitely. Not that I have anything in my secret place. It's just that the Supro Forest is very big. That's all.
Tutu Kid.
Um,
Kid. You're not fooling anyone if you keep putting it on like that. Less detail makes you look
She's a
less
child.
suspicious.
I don't know.
I
what
know, I'm teaching her life advice.
Tutu Kid like flutters their eyelashes innocently.
fuck! Oh my god! I just rolled for a hammer.
Someone else fucked
Hold
up.
on. Hold on. Fucking shit, now I gotta actually remember what's in her hammer space.
Is it pinned? Is it pinned in the player discussion?
Specific.
Yeah.
I did send it in here. And I'm saying this specifically because I did make it like
I think it's.
I did make it
close to the hammer
unique
space
to
table,
her.
maybe?
Yeah, you gotta roll.
I know
You gotta roll a fumble. Oh, then you gotta try again.
I know. I'm looking for my fumble table. That's why.
Ooh, it's not pinned in player discussion. Oops.
Who rolled this?
Hold on, I'm looking. Oh, I found it. Okay, hold on. 14. What's number 14?
Fruit gummies, but they're
gummies,
also
but
not
they're
edible.
Thank you very much. So she pulls out a packet of fruit gummies, and these things are hard as rock. And she goes, "Oh, that's what I was looking for." Can
That
remind me
seems
again if
like
I'm
a package.
rolling it.
Grabby hands.
Ooh,
No.
while they're distracted
Kid,
with
no,
the fruit
don't
gummy,
eat those.
I'm gonna try and take the bag of cookies.
Roll a
Oh
sleight
my
of
mean-
hand.
God. Okay. Wait.
Alexa.
How do I?
It's another D10, but this time you have to roll above a 5.
Are the
Oh,
fruit
God.
gummies enough of a distraction to get disadvantage on the?
I would say no, but their passive perception is not
You're
amazing, so it's worth a shot.
My stealth is also not amazing.
I
It's-
said
it's
roll
sleight of hand for this.
Because you try to snatch it out of Tutu Kid's hand. Oh hey, you did it, Noah.
I did in fact do it. So Millie pulls out a. It's not like a super big one, but she pulls out a very like thick, fluffy little blanket, and she just kind of drapes it on top of Tutu Kid,
Oh no!
and she's like, stay like that.
So as Millie is draping this blanket across Tutu Kid, Alexa reaches very obviously to the bag of stale pastries that Tutu Kid was given by Axiom just a couple of steps ago. What do you do,
Tutu
Tutu
Kid. Tutu Kid gasps and says, I was going to share these with everyone, but now I'm sharing with everyone but you. And they stuff it in their hammer space, so it's no longer easily stealable, and then they raspberry.
I don't have a mouth.
Yeah, I was about to ask. Can you even eat, Alexa?
Share with you, but then you tried to take it from me more than once.
I mean, they're still too much sugar for a child to have.
I will let the child have some
I
fun.
steal them again, I'll just have all of them. Then you'll be sorry.
I mean,
As sorry as
okay.
you'll be.
Okay, I love y'all. I love this interaction. I love all of you, but let's go through a door already.
yeah. We are just kind of standing about talking.
All right,
We gotta get going. We're doing
Through
the hat room.
door.
Hat room.
Alright.
All right.
Hat time.
I would like to
A
point
hat in
out-
time. Oh!
Oh, I was pulling that earlier.
References.
I would like to point out, as we are walking, because it does take an hour to cast, Lincoln is going to start casting Find Familiar. Can I do that while I am walking, or do I need to be standing still?
I think that's a ritual.
Yeah, it's a ritual you have to perform for that one.
You have to.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you have to sit down and do it.
No. All right. Yeah, then scratch that. I'll do it later.
I would have allowed you to have done it before, but you didn't.
Oh no.
You
I'm
didn't
so
ask
sorry.
me that. You just asked me how long it would take.
Oh. I'm so sorry.
We could
Okay,
quote
so
unquote cheat and say that you already have your familiar summoned, if you want.
Sure. I think that's allowed.
Yes.
Familiars,
just
familiars.
snap your fingers and summon them.
like, boom.
Lincoln's gonna say, okay, I might have something that could help speed up things, as they say. And then he's going to snap his fingers, and a little fluffy white bat is going to appear on his shoulder.
Thank
That's-
you.
He's gonna
Because
get
you're
like
walking
a
through the door
finger.
now, right?
Yeah.
Through the hat bar.
Shakaka.
Is that Bartok the Magnificent? I'm sorry, I had to. There is a very small amount of the population who's actually going to get that, and that was for you, you guys.
Oh, it's Bartok the Magnificent.
Not magnificent with the hat in it high. And that's what yeah, sorry. I've never actually seen the movie, but I've seen so many VHSs that had that ad. I'm sorry.
All right.
So Tutu Kid's going when Decimal's going because they are still piggybacked.
Decimal will Decimal will take a look through the door and make sure there's nothing untoward before he steps through.
There are a lot of aisles just filled to the brim with hats. You do hear further into this rather large room a shuffling. There's definitely someone in here.
All right.
Someone-
Well, since Millie's in her element, she is
Oh.
actually going to because Millie's in her element, she's going to forego the whole like I'm not going to go first because that was a mistake thing. But she's going to do it somewhat slowly. She goes, "Hello, hello, who's there?" As she just kind of like waddles into the room.
Hello. Hi. You're back very soon.
Is that who I think it is?
No, it isn't.
She looks over at Decimal and she kind of like gives him a look. She's like, I know, but let's be nice here.
He just kind of holds it and sounds like, am I wrong?
After a few minutes, you see a very small UPN blue jay peek around the corner and kind of just smile and simply, hi.
Oh, so it's you. It's been a good while. Tell me, how are you doing? How's the shop been holding up?
Well, it's been holding up quite well, as you
Okay,
can see.
that's wonderful to hear. Have you been keeping up with your schoolwork?
Of course I have.
Good.
Grandma,
All right. Well, we're currently. Yes.
is this one of your children / grandchildren?
This is my actual. I say actual, but all of you are, of course, my grandchildren. This is my grandchild Sophie, whom most people affectionately call Soap.
Soap is not affectionate. Soap is what you wash your mouth out with when Mr. Grabby catches you accidentally saying peck.
Oh no, that's
Another
Now we don't have
technical
time to
problem.
unpack all of that.
a very bad word. You really shouldn't say that.
Well, I don't say it on purpose. Like I said, it's an accident.
She looks. Millie looks between the two of them, and she's like, "I can't show you," but she puts up like one feather as like a warning, like on her hand. She's like, "I'm watching both of you now." Anyway, so
My name's Tutu Kid.
Hi, Tutu Kid. I'm Sophia.
Nice to meet you. I use all kinds of pronouns. Do you have a favorite pronoun?
Not particularly.
That's cool. You're like
I'm a
me.
girl. I'm good.
Yeah, we vibe. Don't worry. And Tutu Kid, like, if Decimal is in range, pats Sophie on the head. If Decimal is not, they make the air pat.
Well, she came out a little closer to you guys as she saw that you guys were friendly.
Okay.
I mean, Decimal will kind of be a little bit to the side of Millie, so probably within range.
All right. So, Millie is going to clear her throat, and she's going to say, "Thank you very much, darling. It is wonderful to see you again. Tell me, we're currently looking for the other end of this room. We do have somewhere we'd like to be."
Oh, it's just over here. It's the back, which there are some very, very strange noises coming from.
That seems to be fairly par for the course of this place.
Oh,
That's to be expected.
oh, come here, darling. Come here, come here. And she gestures for Sophie to come closer to her. And she's gonna
just pads
roll for hammer
closer.
space again.
You can do it.
You
Oh,
can.
yes, I did it.
Yeah.
Okay. And she pulls out, like, just a really, really big cookie. It's Snickerdoodle. And she just hands it. It's like, yeah. Because, grandmas, of course, they have little treats for all their grandkids. Anyway.
Oh, I have a treat too, but we're saving it for us just in case we need it, because there are a lot things. And like Tutu Kid just caught themselves from saying there are people who are currently captured and we need to save them, because if they're not real, that's probably real intimidating to hear and then disappear.
Sophia makes a happy little trilling noise as she eats the treat she was handed.
Oh my god. All right.
This is out of character because Tutu Kid just gets it, but as a player, I would die for Sophia.
I would also die for Sophia.
Seconded. Yes.
Add me to the list. Millie has basically taken Sophia, yes, this is a pun intended, under her wing. Would you mind, dear, pointing out which way we should go? If you're too nervous to stay back, I understand. I don't want you to get into too much trouble, but we do need to find out where these strange noises are coming from.
Well, I can point you to the back room. That's not too hard. I've just kind of been hiding here among the shelves because it's very, very disquieting.
I understand, of course, darling.
We can take care of it. We're tough.
I'm so glad.
I'm sure you're tough too, but there's like several of us, and there's only one of you.
Oh, I'm not very tough. And
You can be tough if you practice.
That's enough of that. That is quite enough of that. Now let's get going. Let's get going, children. Let's go. And she once again kind of like moves forward, like bustling, and she's like, "Let's go, let's go, let's go." Because even if this isn't her hat shop, this is a place of hats. This is a sacred place. She's not going to let some rando make strange noises and scare her fake grandchild.
So Sophia will guide Millie along the way. What were you going to say,
Okay.
OJ?
Tutu Kid will probably see this, and anyone else who's stood behind. Decimal flicks his wrist with a card in hand, and suddenly it shimmers with red light.
Uh-oh, I don't trust like that.
He's being prepared. He's being prepared.
As the gang moves past this bird child, Alexa's gonna rattle her arm, fist in the air, and then a sling bullet will come out of her elbow, and she'll just kind of hand it to the bird as she walks by and says, "Hold on to this," and just without any other explanation, keep walking.
Okay.
Wait, what did she?
A sling
What
bullet.
did you just give this child?
It's basically just
a glorified rock.
Yeah.
Look, it's just a ball. She says, holding it up as she's walking along with you guys.
Millie looks at it. She goes, oh! And she grabs it from Sophie because no, thank you. You are not allowed to have this. And she goes, who gave you this?
Raw.
And she goes, love, who gave you this? I'm assuming Sophia points at Alexa.
Sophia nervously kind of just looks over at Alexa and then looks down again.
And she whips her head around to Alexa.
Now, Miss Millie.
She doesn't say anything, she just looks. And she's still walking, but she's like making direct eye contact with Alexa.
You're going to walk into a shelf.
Of course I won't, and then she immediately walks into a shelf.
I try to warn you, darling.
Steep!
Don't you darling me!
A couple of hats fall off the shelves, and everyone gets a new hat. Describe your hat again.
It kind of falls through the Stetson illusion.
Heart. You guys didn't react to my pun good enough. Is there a hat space table we can roll?
God damn it.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that just Millie's?
No, because I got
care.
stuff that aren't hats in there.
No, I don't, unfortunately, but I can look up a list of hats. Let me do that.
Because it's very important that we don't actually get to choose. We are just assigned by fate.
I will pull up a random
As is
list
the way
of some cool hats.
D&D.
Whatever hat Decimal gets is immediately being taken off.
Tutu Kid will immediately take it and put it on their head. Oh gosh,
Sure.
they have 5 hats now.
5 hats.
So many hats for a child.
The hat stack grows.
I think Millie is going to get a comically large sombrero.
Hold on, I'm writing out a list if you guys want to actually roll against.
Oh yes.
Yes.
We need fate to decide. It's not up to us.
Listen, even if she gets the hat like on her head, she's still glaring at Alexa. Because this is her grandchild. This is her baby. And she just, you will not give her any weapons. That is for Millie to decide when she gets weapons. And at the moment, she is not big enough to have a weapon yet.
As he walks past, he's just gonna kind of like pat Alexa on the shoulder because he too has felt Millie's wrath and he understands.
Alexa's just kind of quietly like glances back, and there's just that moment of like eye contact, and then she just shrugs.
Well, I never.
I have never either. I'm not sure what you're looking for here.
Okay, if you want fate to decide, roll a d10. There is your table.
I'm going to roll a d10 anyway. She's going to get 2 hats. She also has a boater. Okay.
I got a beret.
We do, in fact, match.
Wait, that's the wrong one. 8. What the hell's a shovel hat?
Wait, I misread that table.
Oh, it's
Beret.
He's got a Stetson on his Stetson.
Where's the
Beret
list?
gang.
Wait.
Shovel hat
So-
just has like a huge
So-
rim and it's rounded.
So Tutu Kid and Millie have the same hat. Lincoln and Alexa have the same hat, and Decimal has a different hat.
Same hat? Same hat.
Same hat.
God damn it.
Decimal, do you want my boater hat instead so that you can match with somebody? I'm okay with not matching with somebody because I have so many
He will
hats.
take the shovel hat off and put it on top of the hat stack on Tutu Kid's head.
Because her head is so narrow, when the other hat falls on her head, it just knocks both of them off.
Oh,
No!
Oh.
How could this happen to me?
Important
I made
question:
my
does Sophie get a
mistake.
hat?
Oh, yes. I should roll for
I'm gonna roll another d10 for Sophie. Oh, you know what?
Both.
I think yeah, she gets both.
both is good.
Both.
So, a
We-
shovel
So
hat and then
also
a
for
boner.
the audience's sake, here's a list of the hats that freaking Tutu Kid is now wearing. We've got a helmet, a cowboy hat, a bonnet, now a boater, and a Stetson. So 5 total hats. Millie currently has 3 hats, which is her normal bonnet, a very large sombrero, and another boater. Hats are very important in this family.
Mhm.
Is Decimal's top hat
Are
still
you
illusion to look like a Stetson? Oh my god.
Oh no.
Does she want it to be? Does Decimal want it to be? I said she. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I mean, we're no longer in the Wild West world, it's kind of unfitting. And he has his own style he must upkeep, you know?
Fine, yeah. Millie's spell fades. He now just has a regular hat.
So, D, what was that D10 roll for?
Hammer space attempt.
So, roll for fumble.
13. A live scorpion named Mozzie.
Ah,
Oh, this was not what I was looking for.
The
Hey,
scorpion,
don't worry. As long as we
kind
treat
of
animals
hisses.
nice, they'll treat us nice. Just be nice to him and he won't sting you and make you die.
My hands made out
Alexa's
of
a robot.
metal and rubber.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
Mozzie's
yeah,
like that.
but
Mozzie's
like-
nice.
are we still walking towards the strange noises, or did we stop because of the hats?
Oh, we
no,
are
you're
definitely still walking.
You just
Okay, so while this is
took
going
a
on, we're
moment
walking.
to readjust hats.
Very important, very important.
Um,
Everyone stopped, made sure their hats were in place, and then go, okay, let's keep going.
This is not what I was looking for.
What are you looking for?
I was looking for something less dangerous to use as an experiment, I suppose. Though it was just a rock. Back in the cage. Anyone have anything on them that just isn't something that will make Millie mad?
I think it's gonna start patting his pockets.
What, like a weapon?
I was going to say I have baked goods, but somebody in the group is not allowed to have any. So you have to promise you won't give any to Alexa before I give you one. And Tutu
I'm
Kid is
afraid
out.
I rather much need everything I have.
All right. Okay, Millie's gonna stop and she's gonna look at Alexa again. She goes, "Are you planning to give the child a weapon?"
No.
Does she need to roll to know if Alexa's lying?
I mean, go ahead and roll insight. Alexa, are you lying?
It's not that she's lying, it's that she's unsure what's going on.
Oh, okay.
She's not much of a
All right. I hope Millie's made it clear already that this child is not allowed a weapon. Not yet. Too small.
I was
too
going
baby.
for the stress ball, and that just did not happen.
You gave her a rock. A rock is not a stress
I
ball.
mean, it can be if you squeeze it hard enough.
Exactly.
No.
As you
No,
guys
she's
are
baby.
walking along, Sophia knocks into one of the bookshelves, and a fez comes flying down and lands.
Oh, you make me so happy, Heart.
Heart,
make
you're the
So
greatest.
happy.
You're the greatest.
lands on Lincoln's head.
So now
Oh,
he
I have
has
an
the
idea.
cowboy hat, the fez, and the what was it, the beret?
Yep. Fez is on top.
Cowboy
He
hat,
has-
beret, fez.
Alexa's
Exactly.
going to take a gold coin and just kind of hand it to the child.
Oh, thank you.
How close are we to the back of the room now?
You're not very far. You're starting to hear almost like gears were having a hard time moving.
Oh, guys, is it like clink clink? Do we get to help them? Maybe we get to help them. We might get to help them instead of having.
Decimal will just carefully put a hand on Tutu's shoulder, assuming they're still on his back. Be like, calm down a little bit.
But it's so hard to calm down. Everything's happening all the time, and it's so much.
It'd be like that on this peck of an earth.
That's a bad word. Sophia's now hiding behind Millie.
Oh, that's cute.
She's very afraid of the noises.
She is just a little baby.
From my
Yes,
experience, the sound of grinding gears usually precedes an explosion. So maybe we want to walk carefully.
An explosion!
I'm
I thought
gonna-
we need to, like, oil them or
Ling's gonna walk
something.
out to the door.
Decimal will unhook Tutu Kid off his back.
So are we opening this, or
Can
Wait,
Tutu
there's a
Kid
door?
roll perception? Which is funny because they roll perception not because they're trying to specifically perceive suspiciously, but because they want to see if this sounds like clink clank.
Roll with disadvantage because your hearing is a little off.
I knew it, and yet I have to try.
Decimal will just gently press an ear to the door and see what he hears. Oh, oof.
Roll again.
Oh.
Disadvantage.
Oh, that's not a D20, that's an S20, which does not exist.
Trying to roll a Samsung phone.
Okay. So
Yeah, we're
you
going with
rolled
the
a
5.
So that's a 5.
You have no idea what these sounds are for. Honestly, you're having a little hard time actually hearing the specifics. It sounds loud, but that's about all you can tell. Decimal, roll me perception. Because you
That's
walked
wrong.
around towards the back room door and are now pressing your ear up against
That's
it.
21.
Okay, so it kind of sounds like something is out of place in there. And like water is trying to go through pipes but can't. And pressure is building up in pipes somewhere.
You might not be wrong about explosion.
I rarely am. My father's
Decimal
very
will
good at making
impart
things blow up.
that information to everyone else.
So
Well,
we
I have no
quickly-
idea what that
quickly
is.
Run.
This is the way forward. Unless we want to
Run
try and go through that
where?
forest.
I meant through that room. Just quickly run.
Ah, yes, I see what you mean.
Don't
I
we
think
want to fix it? Fixing things helps things.
Tied up
I'm
people.
not certain if we have time.
Oh,
yeah.
Sophia,
forgetting.
Sophia, I
Decimal,
believe
from
you
what
should stay here. Oh.
Sorry. Decimal, from what you can hear, it does sound like you actually do have time to fix it, because it doesn't sound dangerous. It sounds like it's just, like it just started happening.
Sophia, dear, how long have these noises been going on?
Just a couple of minutes. And then you
Of
came
course.
in the door.
Of course. Alright.
Decimal's gonna bite the sling bullet and open the door.
Okay. In the room beyond, looks like a regular back room, except there's except it's much bigger, and there's a giant fountain in the middle of it.
Do all hat shops have fountains? Tutu Kid is starry-eyed. They love this.
Millie sighs as she goes, unfortunately, no. Although I will need to consider adding something like this into my own shop.
It would be a draw for customers.
Why would you let customers into your back room?
Because
No. A separate room.
Ah.
A separate room from the back room. I'll just add a whole other room. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I always assumed this is kind of what bathrooms were like.
No.
Not quite.
Anyway.
That's not supposed to be there.
It's not. Tutu Kid is devastated.
She is. Millie's going to investigate the it.
Okay.
Which is just a straight D20. She's investigated the it.
Okay, so what you can see is there are designs around the bottom of the fountain. They're very intricate, and it depicts some kind of battle between dark and light. You know those stories that you tell children
those,
about
okay.
the good always winning. It's kind of like that. And on the ceiling, there seems to be a symbol of a broken heart. And directly underneath is the fountain. And the statue in the middle of the fountain seems broken. It's like there are pieces all out of place and there are pieces missing.
Well, we gotta fix the broken heart to fix the broken fountain to fix the broken statue, which probably will let us through because that's the sort of way that these trippy traps are. Because then we're gonna find a Yeti, and the Yeti's gonna be super nice, and we're gonna love him so much that we're gonna spend so much time helping the Yeti.
Tutu.
Yeah?
Are you an engineer?
I
am not.
can cast mending.
That takes a while, doesn't it?
Takes a minute.
Well, a little. But if we can figure out specific places, it only takes a minute. So if we can figure out which specific places are broken, then I can take a minute to specifically fix it.
Decimal's gonna look over the statue. Does it look like there's does it look like a puzzle, or does it look like it's just been smashed?
It looks like a puzzle. Like the face of the statue, like the eyes and the mouth. You don't know yet if it can move, but it kind of looks like it could. You might want to try it.
Millie's too short to reach up that high, so she's gonna look at someone else who's taller and be like, well...
Well, I mean, Decimal's right there, so he'll, try and move one of the eyes.
Roll a strength check.
Oh. Bollocks. I'm not good at those.
Do it anyway.
That's a 13.
So, as you start moving it and struggling and pushing, and it starts to shift, which direction are you moving it in?
Just away from the door.
Okay, as you move it away from the door, it goes click. The rest of the face is still kind of in different places, but this eye that you've moved seems to be back in its place.
Did you
Can
just
someone stronger get over here and help me with this?
Tutu Kid is
Hold on a
slowly
second.
gonna clamber off of Decimal, saying, "Thank you, Decimal," and they're gonna try too. Unfortunately, although I am fairly decent at puzzles, Tutu Kid would not think of trying to think of this as a puzzle. They would just try things. So they're gonna roll strength, which they're bad at, and just move something in some direction.
Wait, hold on, this is a puzzle? Oh no.
Wait.
I bollocks that roll up all way to Sunday. A 10.
Okay, so which piece are you pushing against?
Whichever one is shortest.
Shortest?
Whichever one is closest to the ground, because Tutu Kid did literally just clamber off and then look for the nearest piece.
Okay, well, there's a leg that Tutu Kid starts pushing against. Roll a d4 to see which direction they push it in.
A 3!
So you start pushing the leg, and you're pushing it out from underneath the statue. And you just keep pushing.
I don't think that's where that's meant to go.
I am so sorry. My brain did not process anything that was just said about the puzzle, so as far as I know, we're just pushing random parts on a statue. I don't know what the statue looks like or why we're doing it. Please, if you would be so kind as to go over it again.
Yes. So it's a statue, and it looks like there are pieces missing. There are pieces all seeming out of place. For example, the arm is like sticking out of its back. It is like the statue is tuned like more towards a human-like figure, you know? Decimal pushed one of the eyes into place, and Tutu Kid pushed a leg out to the edge of the podium, and they couldn't push it anymore because it stopped.
Okay, well, Millie's gonna try to move that arm from the back to the front.
Okay.
To where the arm is supposed to be.
So you start struggling, and it starts moving very slowly.
Mm-hmm.
And as you push it all the way there, it goes click. Cryptid.
All right.
Does Lincoln
Anyone
want
else?
to try something?
All right, so just to recap, sorry, an eye's been moved into place. A leg has been moved
Out of place.
out of place.
And an arm has been moved into place.
Could Lincoln go up and move one of the other eyes into place?
Yep. Go ahead. Roll your strength check.
Oh no.
Oops, all casters. What have we done?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You still got the
perfect.
best roll.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you struggle a little bit in the beginning, but then it starts getting easier and easier to move this eye back into place. And click.
Decimal will reach up and finish off the face, push the mouth into place.
Roll the strength check.
Boy. That's not even.
Dio.
That's not even correct.
Yo.
You thought it was roll, but it was Dio.
Dio. Is that the name? Is that the name of this statue now? Dio.
That's an 8.
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, good thing.
Wait, hang on.
is-
Can I guidance myself?
No.
Could
you
I?
don't-
Could
you
I
don't
help?
have to. Let me describe. So since you
Oh, no.
had already moved the eyes back into place, it's much easier to move the mouth. So you don't actually struggle at all. It just slides slightly and then clicks in place.
Millie's gonna fix the leg.
All right.
Legs, because she got a high roll. I'm gonna make her do both of them.
Okay, so Millie, just standing back for a moment, putting up those fingers in like I'm looking at a picture pose. She then moves around and gently just hip checks one of the legs, and it slides very easily into place, and then pushes the one that Tutu Kid pushed out slightly around and then back into place, followed both by two simultaneous click click. There is one more piece, and it is missing.
It's the other arm, isn't it?
Do we have to get up to the ceiling? Because I know how to do. I can get up to the ceiling, you guys.
I can send a Bit out here to look for it, and he's gonna get the bat to kind of start flying around and like searching for it.
All right, roll perception for Bit.
Oh no, I forgot to get bat stats. Hold on.
Bit the bat.
Bit the bat.
Bit the bat.
Bit the bat. Bit bat.
What's the thing? It's the other arm we're looking for, yeah?
Yep.
Yes.
It's completely missing from the figure, but it definitely needs to be there.
Okay, I can't find its. What is its perception?
If it is not on the sheet, then it's just wisdom.
Okay, it also has echolocation, if that does anything. It's not really hearing though, so.
Echolocation it can't use blind sight while deafened. Keen hearing, it has advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing, but this is a slight one.
Yeah, this is a
Thank you.
one.
So
Alexa,
just D20 plus wisdom.
Just an aside, Alexa,
18.
since you're looking for a door out, there isn't one. The only door out is the one you came in, which Sophia is peering after you guys curiously, just watching you work.
Heart, by the way, I got an 18 on the roll.
Oh, okay, so Bit the Bat flies around the room and spots something kind of out of the way in a box and flies over to it. It's right here, he says through your telepathic communication.
Bit found it, and he's going to start walking over to where Bit is.
Decimal will have also been watching the bat.
Not very far.
When he gets over
just,
there,
like under a shelf in a box.
Lincoln's gonna go and grab it, and while giving like a little head scritch to Bit, and then put him back on his shoulder, and then open the box.
All right, inside the box there is a hand pointing.
Pointing?
There's a hand attached to an arm. The hand is pointing.
Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna grab it and go put it back on the statue.
Alright. Now, feels kind of like you need a little help for this to push it back into place. You start pushing and it doesn't seem to go.
Decimal will help out.
Thank you.
Alright. So
Wait, what do you mean that it doesn't seem to go? Like, is it not clicking into place? Is it not...
There's like pressure pushing back against it. Like, it would fit into place. But with Lincoln's strength, he can't do it by himself.
While they're doing that,
got noodles.
Alexa's just gonna check the box, see if there's a spare right arm in there.
Millie used up all her strength on that last roll. She's like, okay, I'm tired. I'm done. Someone else do it now.
I mean, I said I was helping out, so that's...
Try. Oh no!
Jesus Christ!
A 0 and a 4!
Alexa, roll perception, or no, investigation.
Decimal will guidance himself and then try again.
Can you guidance yourself?
Yes. because it's that's what the whole point of that is.
So it takes you guys a little bit, and the sound of the water pressure is just steadily rising. Alexa, you don't find another stone arm in there.
Oh no, she's just looking for like any kind of false arm.
There, you find a kind of cloth. Looks kind of like a cloak, actually.
Huh.
Nice and smooth. So
Apparently,
yeah,
Decimo got a 21.
takes you a little while, but you guys manage to push it back into place, and it clicks, and something else clicks, and the mouth smiles and opens, and water starts to pour down from the statue. Above.
Gross! Don't puke in front of us!
No, this is really...
The broken heart seems to fuse itself back together, and then the fountain starts to move in a circular pattern.
Does Decimo have to like make a dex save to stay in place? Because he's currently stood in it, having shoved the arm back in.
No. But it, as you guys are watching, the fountain starts to raise up from the floor, and the ceiling starts to open.
Oh, going up? Tutu Kid is very proud of their joke, and they're expecting everybody else to laugh really hard at it. This is your only warning.
Decimo's reaction is to grab Tutu Kid and pull them into the fountain with him. Not under the water! Just stood in the fountain.
It's like
No, I want to be
it's
clear.
even
Tutu
Tutu
Kid
Kid just face
actually put
plants.
their head into the water so that they can go.
Yeah.
As Lincoln was on the fountain as it started doing that, he's going to go towards the edge and start helping up anyone who was on the ground.
Okay,
Which is a bad idea because of his strength.
Alexa, what did you say?
Does this cloak look good at all?
You don't particularly know. It looks warm though.
So just like quickly like just kind of drape it over one shoulder and then hurry over to the fountain as she hears it ascending.
Is Millie also on the fountain already?
For the sake of simplicity, let's say yeah. But she's looking over at Sophie and she's like, make sure to take care of things while I'm gone.
I will.
Alright, make sure you do your schoolwork if you haven't already. I know those exams are coming up and they're going to be very difficult, but I believe in you. I do have faith. I know you're smart.
We all believe in you!
She gives a nervous smile and kind of just waves. Alexa and Lincoln, roll me strength checks.
Oh, good. Can I take someone was offering help?
Jesus Christ.
So,
He's got noodle
Lincoln,
arms. He's got noodle arms.
As Lincoln grabs Alexa's hand, his hand slips and Alexa just kind of falls to the floor. It hasn't
Crap.
gotten very
So
far
sorry.
yet.
That's the
Decimo will
missing
reach
arm.
over and pull Alexa back up.
Oh, no.
Decimal, roll the strength.
There's a whole lot of strength checks. Alright.
That's a 17.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, so Lincoln is also on the ground now, right?
You
he?
might as well be with that 0.
Oh my
With
god.
With that 0, he literally, like, Alexa pulled him back down. He did
Imagine
the
that
comical,
she-
like, falls on his head.
I imagine she extended her arm, like extended her arms up, and since one of them is missing at the elbow, that's the one that they reached for and just fell off.
Millie looks at them both and she just kind of tuts and shakes her head and she offers like a wing to Lincoln to pull him up.
Lincoln will take it. Thank you very much.
And it certainly works.
Because I rolled a 21.
Oh, thank you so much. I did not want
This
to roll
grandma
another
is
0.
strong.
I think this grandma is the strongest in the party.
Mm-hmm.
She's a
grandma thing.
14.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright.
do it.
Jesus
I have a
Christ.
9.
Decimal's
I
the
have a
only
9.
other one with a positive bonus, I think.
I don't have a negative.
Decimal's
do.
got a plus
Yeah.
1.
I've got a -1.
She's got a +2 in strength and a +3 in charisma.
I have +5 wisdom, +5 charisma. Everything else, mediocre.
plus 4
Yeah,
dex and plus 3 int and whiz, plus 2 con, and plus 1 strength.
+1 dex,
Love.
+5 charisma, +2 wisdom, and then zeros, and then a negative modifier for strength.
So,
Yikes.
Jesus Christ.
as you guys
Oh my
are
God.
standing
Onward.
in the basin of the fountain, you get a little wet. And it circles and circles and rises into the ceiling, clicking back into place. You guys are now in a white room with a gray carpet. And Axiom the Fox is sitting there by the staircase upwards. Oh, jeez. That climb always does me.
Hi, Axiom!
Hi. You're here.
Hey, are you
Yeah, we're
real?
strong.
And where is here exactly?
Well, where else would it be? You're in the Eclipse Cathedral, of course. Crickum!
Mm.
Hey, you guys
Millie remembers.
about using the doors. Do you have like a staircase you use?
It's not exactly a staircase. It's like a climbing wall. But I have a rope. So.
Tutu is going to roll persuasion because what Tutu is trying to do is they're trying to figure out if there's a way they can get up faster. By they mean the whole party. Because, kidnap man, kidnap town. So they're gonna look and say, wow, do you think that, oh, dang it, do you think that we could use it? They're gonna say very bluntly because they only got a 12.
I mean, that one doesn't go up any further, but I bet if you take the stairs, you'll be just fine.
Okay.
Do any of you
Millie-
want to
Millie-
pastries? And he pulls
Millie
out
stops
his
all of them. Millie stops all of them. She goes, remember, this one is hired specifically to slow us down.
Hence why Decimals is just walking past the stairs.
Aw, you don't
And-
want any pastries?
And she is going to grab Tutu Kid to hold them back.
Decimal just flashes his fangs in a smirk at Axiom. I'm afraid my tastes are a little bit more spicy.
The next time I see you, I guess I'll have to make something spicy for you then. He grins back.
Tutu Kid's like, wait. Millie?
No. I can get you. I will bake you my own cookies, and I promise they will be so much better than whatever this fool can make.
No, hang on. Maybe if we just buy one pastry, because I did get the old pastries, but maybe we need a pastry for what we need up ahead.
We have pastries. You have pastries. They're in your hammer space.
They're very old. Maybe we need like one of his special pastries, but I have like 10 gold. So like, listen.
These pastries aren't special, kid.
But they might be. You don't
They are
know.
most likely not.
You don't know.
I would like a pastry for 5 gold, please.
No.
Listen to me. I have gold.
No, we are not.
Decimal
we are not.
is just gonna help Millie shuffle to get past.
Well, if you
We
leave
do not
the
have
gold
time
on
for
the
this.
ground,
There
I
are
can
people
toss
in
the pastry
danger.
to you.
What?
Second?
Leave
Okay.
the gold on the ground and I toss the pastry to you.
No. Do not give that fox any more of your money.
If Tutu Kid does, Decimal would just lean down and pick it back up.
Okay, but to be fair, you guys, Tutu Kid actually just persuaded him to give them the money. So
not the money, the day-old pastries. So Tutu Kid is going to roll Dex, which they're decent at, because they're going to try and throw the money at his feet, not at his face. Thank you very much.
Can I roll sleight of hand to try and grab it out of the air?
Yes, but that would be very mean.
Contested rolls.
I don't think you're gonna get any better than that.
For what they want.
Holy shit!
Oh my gosh.
You were saying?
I'm sorry, but
But-
mine was a nat 20, so...
Yeah, so...
Meets it, beats it, though.
What? No.
Irrespective. Here, meets it, beats it.
Nat 20.
Skill checks.
Nat 20
Skill check.
beats a beat if the other one is not a nat 20. Unfortunate. So, what happens here is that Decimal reaches out to try to catch the gold, and just before Tutu Kid throws it, they underhand it. And so instead of going through the air like Decimal was anticipating, it goes underneath everyone's legs and slams against the little stand. And Axiom grins and takes a little box and just tosses it to Tutu Kid. Tutu Kid, make a dex save. Try to catch it.
This is... Only a 12. Do I still get it?
Yes.
Yes!
So,
By
That
the way,
was foolish. That was foolish.
this whole time Alexa just hasn't stopped walking.
okay,
Millie's
so,
also trying to walk. Keep this in mind. She's trying to, like, she's basically holding Tutu Kid in her very, very short arms, and she is, like, trying to get the child to not crawl out of her arms while she's walking up the stairs. So this whole thing is happening while she's walking upstairs.
yep. Thank you for your business.
Tutu Kid's like, Toby! Thank you, Mr. Axiom! Okay, we gotta go now, bye!
Bye.
That was foolish, Tutu Kid.
Well, yeah, but maybe we need them, and then
Well,
He is
once-
hired. He is hired to stop us.
yeah, but maybe we see
For once,
Baked goods.
I am inclined to agree with Decimal.
Oh, thanks.
Going up the stairs, I'm going to cast Bless on Decimal, Lincoln, and herself.
Okay. It does look...
Tutu Kid doesn't deserve it. This I fully agree with, even if Tutu Kid won't.
Alright, so as you guys get to the top of the stairs, roll a wisdom save, everyone.
Oh boy, here we go.
That's what she was waiting for. She knows the drill by now.
So,
Damn it. What is the blessed D4, isn't it?
It's a D4.
Yes.
Yes. That's a 10.
Oof, oof, oof. Oh.
Okay, Lincoln. Okay, Alexa, you two are fine.
So we've got a 4 from
24.
Tutu Kid. We've 10 from Decimal.
16.
Okay.
24.
So, everyone who met the DC of 15 makes it. But
So that's
those
literally
who
just
did
Lincoln
not-
and Alexa.
Mm-hmm.
Those who did not, an important memory of theirs disappears.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Feel free to send me that memory in DMs at some point, but it has to be an important one, and it has to be your oldest.
Oldest memory.
Oldest important memory. And it's just...
Do you want me to send it right now? Because I already got it.
Yes. And it's just gone.
My story starts the day I was born.
Well, now your story starts the day after you were born. You don't remember the day you were
Yeah.
born no more.
Everybody forgets the day they were born. Like, how am I here?
Who am I?
It's
Everybody
not-
just starts having
Tom's
existential
the
crises.
tackling amnesic patient.
It's not quite as bad as, oh my god, who am I? But it's, for example, if it's the day you were born, It could be, who are my parents? It could be, where was I born? It could be, where do I come from?
Is there an immediate sense of loss for those who failed?
Not particularly, no.
If they don't know that they lost, it doesn't really matter.
But the ones who
start losing more.
succeeded feel like something was trying to pry into their mind, but they shrug it off.
My brain.
Lincoln's gonna look at Alexa. Do you feel that?
Oh, I suppose it's every one of these staircases has had some sort of enchantment on it.
Feel what?
I don't know, something, just a weird feeling. Don't know how to explain it really. Didn't do anything.
Decimal's important memory was being enchanted.
Are we allowed to say them?
No, it was a joke.
I specifically asked for you guys to DM me because unless you're going to reveal it somehow, not that you know what happened, we move on.
Okay.
So
Then we move on.
as you guys reach this room, it has one door.
Only one?
Lincoln's
I
gonna go
don't
and
trust
knock.
like that.
I also don't trust like that.
That
Lincoln
means
does
we're
with the
close,
pizza.
right? Which means secret pastries might be necessary.
I highly
And
doubt that.
Like, winking at everybody, like, yeah, come on. None of them are waking back, I assume.
No.
Decimal
No.
is visibly frustrated with Tutu Kid at the moment.
Also, Lincoln has a
Millie
total
is
of one
trying her
eye.
best, but also she's had a long day. She's shouted at least 3 people, and she doesn't usually like shouting.
Lincoln
Let's
will
go
go
try the
up
door.
to the door and knock.
So the door is locked.
Let me at it.
Lincoln is going to, with a dramatic flourish, let Decimal go ahead.
14.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. So it's a little tricky, and you get your tools in there, and you have to concentrate for a minute or so before, and the door creaks open. There is a wind that rattles the door.
Is it like the wind that was at the Supro Forest? And the other place? Oh no, did we go the wrong way?
It's the wind sounds. It sounds sad.
This might sound slightly stupid. Can I roll an insight check on the building?
Yes. Go ahead.
Yes.
Something is so clearly alive. I don't think that's even stupid.
That's a 19.
So you just kind of hold the door open so it doesn't like completely shut again, and you close your eyes. And you get the feeling that what's currently happening in its halls is not something it wants to happen. And this is the right way. It has been leading you to this door. Because it wants you to succeed.
Oh, that made me
Nothing
sad.
ominous about the sad passageway. Let's go.
Yeah, let's.
Alright, who's going in first?
Decimal.
Alright, as you open the door, beyond seems to be a chasm with dark blue ice rising to either side. It's not particularly cold, but it seems dark, barren, and the wind blows through again. That same sound of sadness. Hollow, if I must say. You look ahead, and there's a ramp taking you up towards a small ruin. In the middle of this ruin is a castle.
They should have called this place a castle cathedral. Because it's got both.
Final stretch, ladies and gentlemen.
Millie would chuckle at Short's Kid, but also she's just, even if she didn't like get the insight thing, she still feels the vibes, and because she's old, she's lived through some things, she knows.
Decimal is no longer smirking.
With that, she's going to look at Decimal, because it's clear Decimal got the same vibes. She's going to very lightly shrug and go, "Shall we then?"
I think we
Everyone
should.
ready?
Yeah, let's keep going. Alexa will make sure her little finger pea shooter thing is loaded.
There's a card just rolling across the back of Decimal's knuckles at the moment.
Also, Millie is going to give back the elbow thing to Alexa now that they are away from Sophie.
Right, yeah. She'll take it. Take the ammunition back.
So real quick, I'm gonna roll sleight of hand, not because I'm doing anything bad, but because well, I'll tell you is I got a dirty 20. So Tutu Kid holds back for literally just a second. So nobody notices. They pull out the day-old baked goods and eat one, and they're actually doing this with a bit of intent. First of all, if this is gonna buff them anything with like magic stuff, cool, but they're also checking that they're not poisoned, because they are intending on feeding it to all the people who were hurt in case they were starving. But if they're poisoned, then that's bad.
Roll a d20 for me.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
12.
So the one you picked out is raspberry flavored.
Yum.
And were you hurt?
A little bit. 2 points of damage.
You heal those 2 points of damage.
Heck yeah! Tutu Kid nods to themselves like, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, but then they immediately stuff the stuff back into their hammer space and run back along so that it was like they never left. But they are very smug at the moment, and nobody knows why.
You think nobody knows why.
Decimal roll.
3 seconds later, take 40 damage.
No, Decimal's passive insight is super high.
Oh, right, so...
But also that's 23.
So Decimal has a feeling that you did something, and you know something that nobody else in the party knows right now, and he remembers you putting that bag of pastries in your hammer space.
I also want to be clear, the reason that nobody else knows is they don't know why. Tutu Kid absolutely does have a visible air of, I know something you don't know, and I was right. They just don't know exactly why.
Oh my god.
Alright, so as all of you leave the door closes behind you and disappears. There is no way back now. All there is to move forward.
Tutu Kid is unbelievably gonna make a perception check, because this place has gotten to them enough that they're regularly thinking about looking around.
Oh, good.
That's
while
new.
this
Roll a
happens,
5 though, so they don't see much. There's still a little bit too much in there. I know something you don't know. I was right and you guys were wrong. So they don't actually see anything, but they thought about it.
Decimal will also be keeping an eye out.
who stays in the back of the fights the most?
Not me.
In the back of the fights,
Yeah.
Lincoln's pretty ranged.
Also not me.
Optimally, Tutu Kid would be at least close to the back.
As we're walking, Alexa will hand Lincoln a greater healing potion.
Nice. Yes. Hand that to Lincoln,
Ooh.
not Tutu Kid.
Hell yeah.
And say,
Thank you, Bear.
just in case I'm not well enough to pick anyone up, it's best to not keep all their eggs in one basket.
Well, little
I don't
secret
like
from
that.
you and me, but I got some magic of my own. And he's going to attempt to wink, but as he only has one eye, he just blinks.
Amazing.
Lincoln get an inspiration point.
Yes.
I'll assume the head tilt that was supposed to be a wink.
All right.
Onward.
Onward.
Let's go.
Onward and upward.
So as you guys walk up the ramp, you approach the ruined town. There doesn't seem to be much here. The castle is definitely your destination. But off to the side, Decimal, because your wisdom is so high, you see a white-haired man going, "Psst, over here."
Decimal will, gently tug everyone else along.
Oh, now we're going this way.
I felt like that the whole time.
As we get close, Decimal will go, "You rags?"
He nods. Yeah. He looks at all of you, eyes going to Tutu Kid and going like, "Oh no, why is there a kid here? Oh God."
I'm here to save you.
They're scrappier than you'd think. Don't count them out.
Yeah. Listen to them. I'm scrappy.
No, they shouldn't be here.
Hey!
He reaches
I
down
give the kids
and
some credit.
kind of ruffles their hair and goes, "All right, so, hi, I'm Roderick, is my name. Victor calls me Rags. He sent you, huh?"
Yeah. We're here to save you. Do you need help? Hang on.
Tutu Kid thinks very hard, and then they go into their hammer space. And when they pull out their hammer space, they pull out first of all one of the new pastries. So it's
I
not.
think you're forgetting the roll.
I am forgetting to roll, and you know what? I'm gonna have to roll twice, so this is gonna be fun. But both times they
fine.
succeed. And they hand the pastry over easily, but then they also pull out a piece of caramel and they look at it for a significant amount of time. And then they go, "He was tied up," and they hand it out to him and they can't even look. It's so hard. It's candy, but they're giving it to him. Take it, quick.
He thanks. And he takes it and he raps on the stone behind him, and around the corner is another real kind, an Aasimar, as you guys see a black wing shuffle out from underneath his cloak. Hi.
Hi. My name's Tutu
Whoa.
Kid.
You here to help too?
I'm going to roll an insight check.
Decimal will also.
See why they're walking around and are not tied up.
Oh, you guys are so much smarter than I am.
That's a 25.
So you can
I don't think I can beat that. it.
I mean, I'd be well impressed.
You get the so Alexa, you're hold on, let me double check charisma. Okay. Alexa, I mean, they haven't said anything yet, but they're kind of the Asmer, at least, is kind of hard to read. Actually, both of them are kind of hard to read. Decimal, yeah, they might have been seem a little tricksy, but they're definitely not
It's okay. These things
here
happen.
to be against you. They're definitely here seeking help. And Decimal, your eyes go to a strange collar around the Asmer's neck. So, I was only to get Nimbus here out. The rest of them are still in those cages, and he's setting up with that machine. Luckily, I can still do things, and he does a little trick with his hand, and a key appears.
She's a baker and she's great with decorating.
But
You a magician?
sort of, kid.
Tutu Kid, all of us can do magic.
Well, yeah, but that's different from a magician. Only Decimal's a real magician here, except for Mr. Roderick too. Now
I'm not a magician.
I'm also not a magician, kid. I'm a fortune teller.
Well, yeah, but like the card thing, very magician-y. You get the feeling that there's a category of people who are magician and category of people who use magic, which is not the same as a magician. You do not know the divide within these categories.
Well, I mean, I guess by technicality, I would be considered a cartomancer.
Yeah, see? Magician.
This is my blade. Kai.
Oh, right, the key! Sorry, I got distracted for a second. It happens sometimes.
But Nimbus can't do any magic. Right.
Oh no!
Why not?
Is the collar locked?
The color seems to be seamless all around, and Nimbus kind of shuffles back and forth as you get close to him.
It's gonna be a long day.
Wait a
Easy.
moment. What was the name of the chained celestial being that
Gust.
lived in the castle?
Gust.
Nimbus and Gust?
It was Gus who was the one who was put in the tower, and it was Rain who put him there.
Yeah, but this is a very similar name.
You're not wrong.
I'm a Nimbus of Frey. I just really came here to live in the forest, you know? Be away
Oh,
from
I'm
all
so sorry.
mumbo jumbo.
Yeah, magic happens sometimes. Don't worry, we're gonna get you out of this.
Alexa kind of like sighs a little bit and like she just kind of nods her head at the term "magic happens sometimes." Like that really resonates with her.
Lincoln's gonna nod as well.
Can you lead us to where the others are?
I can. We should probably leave Nimbus here. It's a lot safer than in the castle.
Okay, don't worry. We got all the way through to here. We're gonna be fine.
I do have a question.
So that we can get you down safe, because we also have to make sure that nobody kills Clink Clank, because Clink Clank is a good guy.
Question,
Alexa?
Rex. Do you know this person from before you came to the tower?
Which person? This person. Nimbus.
Me!
Yes,
no.
the Nimbus.
I don't recognize him. He's just, Nimbus, pipes up here. I live around Timeless Hollow. Go
So
in
you're just
there
a
He's-
good
once or
Samaritan?
twice.
These are both real kind, yeah?
Yes. They're both.
Then Desmond will ask in Grolix to Alexa, do you think they're the being in the place?
Well, I was also assuming they might have had a chance of being one of the past clones, like my friends were. But that doesn't seem to be the case.
Why are we talking in Grolix? I heard that's rude when there's people who don't understand it.
It is.
No,
Do as I
that's for
say, not as I
sure.
do.
Well, we are being a little rude.
Oh, are we rude now? I'm ready to be rude now. And Tutu Kid is
We are
like,
not rude. No, we are not rude. No.
It's
no.
too late. Tutu Kid has become rude.
We've
Time
unleashed
to
the
be
beast.
rude.
Millie has had enough of all this. She's just like, oh my god, all this is happening, and she's like, nope, no more rude today, no more.
And Nimbus is just
Okay.
looking back and forth, and he looks very confused. His blue eyes are rather wide, and he just kind of pushes his blonde hair out of the way.
Wait a second. Spiky blonde hair?
Spiky blonde hair. It's very messy. He's wearing a tattered red cape and leather armor.
Okay. Okay, I get the name now.
Oh, for God's sake!
No.
It's Nimbus of
Okay.
Frey!
Does the
Took me
armor
a
look?
minute.
Does the armor look like the set I picked up last session?
No. It's just regular leather armor that, Nimbus is wearing.
Alrighty.
Now.
Also, I'm just gonna inform y'all now. I rolled for Hammer Space twice. I succeeded the first time, and that was for Millie to pull out a cup of hot cocoa for Nimbus.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was Millie failed. She rolled a 12 instead, which on her Hammer Space table says a little doll that looks vaguely like Dora's scale. It's very old and mildewed though. And she looks at it and she kind of freezes because, like, you know, current events, and she looks at it and she goes, well, anyway, puts it back in her Hammer Space and she's gonna try again.
Nimbus thanks the, Nimbus accepts the, hot cocoa. Oh, thank you.
Of course. And then she pulls out another hat. It's one of those big, like, fuzzy, warm hats. You know what I'm talking about? The ones...
Ear flaps.
Yes, with the ones with the ear flaps.
I know it looks wrinkly. This is Nimbus. Here he is.
Love him.
He does have leather armor under that sweater.
Well, she pulls out her little ear flappy beanie / just general warm hat thing, and she says, come here. She's gesturing to Nimbus.
Thank you. You're very...
No. She needs to come closer. Nimbus needs to come closer and, like, come down to her level.
So
That's what she's gesturing for him to do.
Oh, so he kind of uncomfortably moves closer before crouching down, because he's kind of tall.
Yeah, and Millie is very short. She looks him in the eyes, and she pats him fondly on the cheek. She goes, "You'll be all right," and then she puts the hat on him.
Thank you.
Tutu Kid also rolled Hammer Space because initially they didn't know there was a second person. They succeeded in Hammer Space, so they also pull out another one of the new cookies and says, "For with your cocoa."
Thank you. very.
I am noting down that I've used up 2 of my new cookies. Don't worry, I'm keeping track of that.
Are they the old pastries?
No, they're the new ones.
Okay.
Tutu Kid is being nice to these guys.
Okay, cool. Roger just he looks back and forth and just kind of tucks the candy and the cookie in his pocket because he's fine, actually.
Yep, this is your rescue team.
Whew. You know, couldn't ask for a better one. All right. So, RJ, are you gone?
I'm back.
All right. So, need a plan. There are
Get in there, smack people, get the people, go out, go through the rooms that we weren't there through before.
I think we should have a little bit more care than that.
Yes. So
Okay. If y'all don't like my plan, you can come up with a new one.
Tutu Kid like sits down and pouts, but it's very clearly just like a play to lighten the mood. They're not actually upset.
So there's one room in that castle, but there are at least 3 entrances. They're going to be looking at the windows because they're serious. You'll be looking for me.
Don't worry, we won't let them get you.
I'm more worried about what might happen if he gets enough people in those seats.
I mean, I'm pretty stealthy. I can dart in and take a look around if you want.
What if you break the seats so we can't even do anything?
I'm gonna try that too.
Yeah!
I don't know if that'll work, but maybe we could try it. That machine he's using, he's trying to... God, I don't remember. It was 10, 15? No. It's a very long time ago. 5 at least. 10.
5 what?
5
10
times.
years.
7 years ago.
It was at least 10 years ago that I saw that thing. Ugh. Goddamn Xehanort.
Excuse me, that's a bad word.
Oh, he opens his eyes and looks at Millie, very surprised, like, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Don't worry, I know peck. I know bad words.
Millie whips her head around at Short Kid, and she's like, "No."
Good,
Short
that's
Kid, fucking
hostessing.
Tutu Kid looks at Tutu Kid and is like, "What did I say?"
Well, yeah, but I'm just letting him know it's okay. So it's
Except it is not okay.
Sorry.
Did you just blow a raspberry at me?
No, I
Millie,
blew it
as
at
much as I
there.
love watching you reprimand Tutu Kid, we don't have time for this.
Yeah, we don't have time for this. Tutu Kid immediately clings onto Decimal like, I totally pecked up, but I'm being saved.
Cheer him out later. We have people to save.
So,
Fine.
back to the plan. He's just been watching this go back and forth, and he, let Kai disappear for a little bit, and has just been like, oh no.
Like, damn, I'm supposed to, these guys are supposed to be the ones who save the day? Oh, we're all pecked.
Yeah,
Mhm.
pretty much. That's the expression on Roderick's face. Ugh. Alright, let's just take it back. There are a lot of cages in there, all with the townspeople in them. Right now, Cirrus, and some awful, awful life stealers are just hanging around looking for me in that castle. Because they need both me and Nimbus to finish this. Whatever in the Nine Hells that thing does.
So does he need specifically you two, or does he just need 2 people?
I think it might just be 2 people to complete it.
So we walk in one at a time so they can't have 2 people.
I could cast Spider Climb on Decimal so that they can sneak even better. Nobody expects you upside down on the ceiling. Nobody. Trust me. I know.
That actually seems like a great plan, actually. Although the ceilings are very high in that room. Because there's
I have no fear of heights.
strangely only one room. And it just kind of looks out. This cathedral is really weird.
We have gathered.
I think it's nice though. Except for the time when it like scared me when I was spider climbing. That was rude, but I don't even know if that was its fault.
Do we know how much longer we have on the countdown?
For the 3 hours?
Yeah.
You're coming up about like 2 hour 30-minute mark.
We need to move quickly. Whatever this place is, it doesn't like what Sirius and his cohort are doing. It's led us here. It wants us to succeed. If it can, it'll help us, I think.
Magic castle.
So, probably shouldn't all walk in the front door.
Like I said, I can sneak in, take out whoever's watching an entrance. We can go in that way.
Okay.
And I can spider climb, but only once. So I can do it for an hour as long as I can think real good. But Decimal, you're gonna be the only one that can use it, so I can save my final spell slot.
I can walk in. And that's about it.
Well, we'll use that for Plan B, okay?
I can cast Disguise Self.
Yeah. You tunes are like really, really good with disguises. I have to work harder at it. You should definitely do that. Oh, can you disguise yourself as... Can you disguise Decimal as Roderick? Because they're specifically... No, wait, we're trying to disguise as somebody they're not looking for.
Why not the fox?
Well, no, actually, that's a shout. I'm a Warner Toon. I can cast Expeditious Retreat on myself.
Ooh.
And the
I don't even need to cast Expeditious Retreat on myself. I can do that as a cunning action. I can dash as a cunning action. I can just run. Disguise me as Roderick, and I can sprint out, distract the guards.
Or wait a minute. I also heard disguising as the fox, and then you could like spider climb up, and then if somebody sees you, they'll expect you, so you'll have more time to look around.
I don't think they'll expect the fox to be on the wall.
Yeah, but they won't super suspect that, because like foxes are very tricky. They can like do stuff. They can do things.
I'm not sure about that one.
Fox?
While they're all talking, Millie goes, "All right, so Roderick, is it that we're imitating, that you're imitating?"
Can be.
What? I'm very confused. You're all talking all at once, and I don't think I follow.
Sorry.
We are going to disguise him, and she points at Decimal, as you, and she points at Roderick, to distract the guards so that we may all get in, because Decimal can run very, very fast.
Okay.
But hang on. I just want to double check. The reason I was saying the fox is they might not immediately attack the fox. So we're partially also sending Decimal in for like recon, right? so that he can like look around, know exactly what we're dealing with. So do we want to disguise him as Roderick and pull everybody immediately? Or do we want to disguise him as the fox, which people might expect to see more and might not immediately be attracted to? So Decimal could go in, come back, and then we do the rushing in.
I would say we would. The best option is probably the fox without the spider climb.
Hmm.
That seems like a good plan to me. And at this point, Bit on Lincoln's shoulder goes, "Eat, eat, 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 eat." Psst, Lincoln. Psst.
Yes. Yes.
You know what Bit's trying to say. That they can go in instead.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I can get Bit to
back
slip through.
telepathically.
Guys, well, I do love this plan. I do have an idea to offer.
We like
Bit here.
ideas.
Bit here, and he's going to get Bit on his finger, has volunteered to go in there and scope things out.
Oh, that's
No.
super smart.
Yeah, I doubt that they did.
Millie is
kind of little
literally.
I
Millie is literally. Oh shit! I just realized. Sorry. Something. Can't
I like
disguise
that
someone
idea.
else if it's disguised self.
Yes, this guy's stuff. I like that idea for scouting. However, that's not going to get us inside without being seen.
He can find a good place to go inside where windows aren't being watched. Where
No.
there
I
aren't
mean
guards.
us.
I know. Like, he could find a place beforehand. The best way.
Roderick just said they're watching all the entrances.
Oh, I said they were watching. Somehow I had traversed away from the Irish accent into Southern accent territory.
Howdy, y'all. Name's Roderick.
Sometimes.
Howdy, yo.
It happens to the best of us, don't worry.
Well, if I don't use Fire Climb, I can Misty Step and teleport up to 30 feet, but that's only for me. So if we can find ways for every other person to get in, I can just step there. I don't think I can do it with other people, though, because that would be hard.
I don't really mind waiting until stuff hits the fan. She says, glancing at Millie. But yeah, I could just
Smart.
walk in.
You know, I did say they were looking at the windows, but I don't know if they're actually looking for more than just me and Nimbus here. So maybe if we do just bull rush them, it will work out on the two guards outside.
I still think we should be stealthy about this. The longer we can maintain the element of surprise, the less time Sirius et al. Have time to prepare for us.
So do we want to send in our scout first while we continue thinking? So that we have we have time to think, but we also know the lay of the land? Maybe?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Liam's gonna send Bit in there.
Okay, Bit takes off. Are you going to do the thing where you watch through their eyes? Because I know that's
Yes,
something you
I
can do
am.
with familiars.
Yeah, Liam's gonna sit there kind of cross-legged, and his lens is gonna go dark, and then he is going to see through Bit's eyes.
Tutu Kid is gonna sit in Lincoln's lap, so it looks like they're just chilling.
I laid down next to you when you got knocked out, so it seemed like we were just chilling.
So, Bit
We actually
flies-
pause for today because I'm having a really hard time processing everything. Like my audio processing just went out the window,
I wasn't
and I
gonna have you guys go in because the next step will be the boss fight, and that's gonna take a whole
Alright.
session to do.
Uh-huh.
We can stop here, and I can just type out to you all what Bit sees, so Lincoln can relay
Awesome.
it next time.
That sounds
Thank
great,
you.
actually.
Sounds good.
That sounds preferred. Thank you.
Yep.
Perfect.
All right.
My brain just went, haha, not gonna work today. And I'm like, great,
So
thanks.
this is the Eclipse Cathedral. Signing off. We hope to see you next time.